has been a day of intense contest and high enthusiasm, with candidates belting out impressive ideas. But only the top 10 from this Mumbai regional round will get the opportunity to compete in the grand finale of the Nissan Student Brand Manager 2012. Mumbai will be the venue for the finale once again after the regional rounds conclude at Delhi and Kolkata. With Frost & Sullivan busy tabulating scores given by the jury, let us take a peep into the student camp.
Had I researched a bit more on these parts, because I wasn't able to actually, it's a problem at my end, so I would have definitely been able to present it much better.
I was really nervous with my idea, and after designing the ideas I went on the website and I had seen that a similar concept had been presented last year. So I was a little nervous about my ideas.
The judges are quite frank and they supported the ideas very well. They told me few of the mistakes I made and the good points I made in my presentation.
I would feel good if they had actually said that these ideas are good, though more work has to be done.
The thing is, they feel that it's not going to make much difference by changing the brand ambassador. But I feel that it can make the difference. If it is not going to make any difference to have a brand ambassador, then there is no meaning in having even Ranbir Kapoor.
Try to fake it. I was like, okay, fine, I'll kind of fool them, but oh, I was so wrong. So yeah, they were absolutely correct. The ideas were good, but not presented that well, and that's what they said.
In fact, I think they received the idea very well. If somebody else would have been stuck on with that idea, they might have been more harsher. So in fact, I think they received it well.
Was not into so much technical terms. I kept it very simple. I kept it very clean and very simple to understand. So I don't know, maybe some of them liked it, some of them didn't like it.
Let's catch the jury to hear their perspectives on tomorrow's brand managers.
So much more impressed this year. I think really that this year's students have lifted the level, they've raised the bar. They're actually here, they're competing, they're thinking clearly, they pen their thoughts, they're looking to impress, and the level of confidence which I find this year is far better than last year. You know, when you ask them a question, they're not stammering, they're not stuttering, they're actually fighting back. If you say something wrong to them, they're fighting back with their opinion, and that's great. That's what you want.
The level's gone up from last year. I think, they're just brighter people who've taken this far more seriously and far more focused. I think they've thought things through, which is great to see, because you want to see people who are really prepared and who have thought things really through and brilliantly, and I have conviction in their beliefs, right?
Choice was very clear in terms of like who are the best or who really can be tomorrow's good brand managers.
I think I was very impressed by the quality of the people who came up on stage, stood and made their points. There were a lot of stars, and I thought that my time today was not wasted at all. In fact, I was inspired.
Yeah, some of them are really good. Probably they're much better than the brand managers I deal with. But they're very good. Some of them are really, really very good. A very high percentage of them are much higher than even the professionals operating.
The feedback was not meant to hurt anybody. I mean, sometimes you're really, or at least I think I was cutthroat. I don't think the other judges were probably a lot nicer. But I think it's because to make them realize that you're at a platform, you're at a level where look at the rest of the competition. If you can come into a competition like this and you come in without wanting to win, then there's no point being here. So you must come in with the will to win and with the will to want to do something. You may not be the best or the most superlative, but if you come in with an intent and you present what you present properly, sometimes I think that's more than adequate.
What struck me most is the fact that many of them were very confident. That confidence when you're on stage making a presentation and you believe in your ideas and the ability to be able to strike back once those rebuttals happen, the jury asking them pointed questions and they being able to hold their own despite being put in a spot over there, that confidence showed. And that to me is a great takeaway for a brand manager, when you can hold your own in a situation, in a tough situation, and be able to reason out your ideas.
And finally, the moment of reckoning arrives.
Neha Damle, Sudeep Singh, Ishan Singh, Hardik Pithadia, Anuj Nagpal, Shalivahan Nayak, Manas Rajan, Tushar Segal, Ankit Deshpande, Jyotendra Mahida.
It is time to say goodbye to the Maximum City. even as we get ready to say hello to New Delhi.